Height is not determined by your genetics, at least not in the way that you think it is. Your DNA doesn't say you've got a maximum height to reach of 5'7" or 6'4". It simply sets an upper limit, which is much higher than people normally think because they never do the right things to grow to their potential. In this video, I'll help you reach your potential, and in the description, there's excellent additions like the 6'6" Method version 2.0 and a free community to join where you can ask any question you want, and even the most effective height gaining supplement. But these tips are going to be the fundamentals today. Growing taller is based on 3 pillars, and if one of them isn't optimized, you won't reach your maximum height. I'm going through all of these today in this video. The average South Korean stands at around 5'9", while the average North Korean stands at just 5'5". That is a 4-inch difference despite nearly identical genetic backgrounds. Without the right nutrients, it's nearly impossible to grow to your full height potential. You're going to end up much shorter. And this leads me nicely on into the first pillar, which, as you guessed it, is nutrition. But it's not as simple as that. It has several layers. Whilst protein is the base, it's not just for muscle growth. It provides the amino acids needed to build and repair bone tissue. A recent study has actually shown a direct correlation between protein intake and growth. People consuming more protein grew significantly more. For example, if you weigh 80 kilos, you should consume at least 120 grams of protein daily. But protein by itself is not enough. Your body needs calcium to turn that protein into solid bone. Countries with high dairy consumption like the Netherlands have some of the tallest populations on Earth. Supplements can also help you if you fall short through food, like the supplement I've linked in the description. It's the best one on the market. Zinc is being another key nutrient. It helps your body to activate the cells that build new bone mass called osteoblasts, and regulates the pathways that facilitate bone remodeling. Zinc supplementation has been shown to increase height velocity by up to 0.4 centimeters per month. That's nearly 5 centimeters per year. Sources of zinc include red meat, eggs, pumpkin seeds, cashews, and even lentils. Vegans and vegetarians might consider a supplement. At the top of the nutrition pyramid, is boron, a mineral many people have never heard of. It helps your body use magnesium, zinc, and calcium more effectively and reduces inflammation in the growth plates. Foods rich in boron include raisins, avocados, prunes, and almonds. So in summary, what I want you to do is aim for at least 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight and ensure adequate intake of calcium, zinc, and boron by eating balanced meals made of protein, vegetables, and healthy fats. A hack to this is to minimize eating things that are sort of nutrient sparse. They don't really have much in them. So avoid eating too much bread or any processed products. Pillar 2 is actually exercise, but it's not even as simple as that, okay? Even with a perfect diet, growth won't happen without the right type of physical activity. And physical activity, it's not just straightforward. Just like muscles grow in response to training, bones grow in response to mechanical stress. Activities like running, jumping, stretching, and lifting send signals to the body that more strength and bone mass is needed. Impact exercises like jumping rope or skipping especially stimulate the growth plates and increase growth hormone release. Aim for at least 15 minutes of daily exercise. No, weight training does not stunt growth. When done properly, it supports posture, bone density, and hormone levels correctly. The key is consistency, not intensity. The body adapts when it's regularly challenged. A weekly plan could combine body weight, resistance training, and cardio, which are all doable from home, by the way. The third pillar is recovery. Growth doesn't happen during workouts, it happens afterwards. The third pillar, recovery, is most people's pitfall. Sleep is not passive, it's critical. It's when critical growth processes occur. Studies show that growth hormone is released primarily during the deep sleep stage, especially between 11 p.m. and 2 a.m. Late bedtimes can reduce that growth hormone secretion even if total sleep time stays the same. To support optimal high growth, stick to a sleep schedule, ideally between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. Avoid screen time at least 1 hour before bed to prevent blue light from suppressing your melatonin, a hormone that regulates sleep. Get natural light exposure during the day to help you maintain your strong circadian rhythm. And by optimizing these 3 pillars, you can support your body in reaching its full height potential. If you want to read much deeper into the subject and have even more effective methods that I would not even wish to tell you about on these videos because they are so anabolic, then do go into the description and get the 6'6" Method version 2.0. It won't disappoint. And also make sure that you gain access to the free Discord to ask any questions you may have about growing taller, and take a look at the supplement range as well. the most effective on the market. I'll see you in the next video where we'll talk about another height gaining topic. So be sure to subscribe if you want to stay tuned to the best height growth channel on the whole of the YouTube website. Okay.